Hello. How are you guys? Oh man, made it. Time with. That was a quick shower, huh, Mikey?
So
Okay.
fast.
Hello. It's April. It's the 29th. I had a dry hump day theme going. So hopefully you didn't go through a dry hump day. And one of those days is like when you have to do a lot of like life chores, like taking your car in for maintenance, or Jillian taking her tire in. Tomorrow I gotta get my truck window fixed. So things like that. And then, but it was still a good day, exciting. We got to do a lot, train, work, so a lot of good stuff. It was a little too cold, so we didn't get into the ghetto pool. But again, yellow, hump day. I am Max Mormont. You're here with Max Fit USA, Munchies with Max, and CrossFit Costa Mesa. And we're bringing you some information in regards to Q&A, a little bit of my rant, and where I'm at for the day type of deal. A little workout, little overview of the workouts, and that's about it. Really, it's kind of our agenda. Our questions today, Mikey. I think I wanted to kind of revisit yesterday's questions because I feel like I gave them a lot of time, and then I really just was kind of vague. I feel like it was a very political type of answer, right, Mikey? I don't really feel like I answered any real question. So I'm gonna give some programs that I've liked to help me get strong with my squat, and how I've used them with an Olympic lifting program or a GPP program, and then I'm going to talk about the percentages, so the right way to use to get strong, so that type of stuff. So we'll look at like a percentage chart, and we'll go from there. All right. So we're going to revisit yesterday's conversation a little bit, and then let's start off with my snack. Let's hit this. So today.
Seems like Wes is excited here. He's got eyes and ears on you.
Haribo. I got Haribo today. So if you know how I ordered these, imagine that I ordered these in like, I think it was like a 5 or 7 sleeve order. So I got like 5 of these. What are these? 5 ounces. Yeah, I think I got like 25 ounces or 20 ounces. No, I got 5 or 6 of them, so 30 ounces, something like that, of these. Now I gotta double check my order. I might have gotten 10 of these bad boys. So last time you saw, I got the gummy bears, right? So that's one of my favorites. The other one that I really like is the sweet and sour twin snakes. And then the last one is the cola mix. So I ordered that one too. So we'll go through a little bit of all of them. Happy hour in the house. Wes, you got eyes and ears. I'm telling you, this is straight candy. I don't know why lately I have been having a sweet tooth, and it's been a gummy sweet tooth, not like I don't know, like a sugar, pastries I'll always eat. But I've been really craving this type of stuff. The sweet and sour here is 8 servings per container. 3 pieces get you 90 calories. You do get 2 grams of protein, 11 grams of sugar, 20 grams of carbs. You can get some added sugars in there too. And then obviously probably like 17 different color dyes. Right? So not necessarily the best thing or the cleanest the cleanest thing for you. But I'm a gummy bear guy. Who's jumping? Who's jumping on with a gummy bear? You're a gummy bear guy, Mikey.
That's me.
I had
That's me.
I had the gummy bears last time. That's why I opened this classic gummy bears. But the sweet and sour, let me tell you, pretty good. Pretty good. I do tend to, I'll pull them apart and try to figure out which one is
What flavor?
the sweet. Chew it, eat it, and then see if, okay. And then that's the sour. Okay. And then.
Oh, Matt's saying the sugar-free ones are the best. Come on, buddy. If you're going to go and have a snack, might as well go all in. And just take the sugar. Yeah, Fat Chandler.
I do use sugar-free in my Propel because I like dirty water. I like flavored water, and I don't want to drink sugar. And I wouldn't go this crazy on this type of snacks. I've been with Jillian almost 20 years, and she's never seen me get this crazy with snacks to the point to where she, what do we got here? Sprouts has some yummy gummies too. Yeah, they have some good ones. They have some. There's another flavor that I really like too. But the sugar-free Propel, I'll drink it, but that's probably as bad as I get with the sugar-free, and that's really bad. I would almost rather the real, like, not natural, like what you guys had the other day, the Ray puro, because I could tell the difference in the pastry to this, and it's not as high quality as the pastry, but the sugar high that I got from those pastries, was a little bit more aggressive than me eating a bag of these. We said it was 100 and what calories, Mikey? Oh, I ripped off the calories, so it's calorie free. 90 calories, it's 5 servings, so 400 calories per bag. Easy night.
450 calories, sir. 450 calories.
Got you. I got you. 10 grams of protein. I got that going for me.
I'm surprised.
And then, yeah, you got 100 grams of sugar. But those berries, by the time we got done hanging out and talking, how many I ate? Like 8 handfuls.
About 96 of them. Yeah. About 1,000 calories.
No, I don't have that option here in this bag.
No.
Once I kill the bag, I'm done.
You get another bag.
No, that's the nice thing about the show. So that's the purpose of the show. That's really why I'm doing it. Just to refrain myself from eating everything in the house. This way, I can only open one at a time. If it's open, I can eat it. But if it's not, I want to save it to open it with you guys. So it keeps me from opening them up and eating them. But I really like the gummies. I like them. It gives me something to chew on a little bit longer. I guess I'm a snacker. I'm a snacker by heart. So that's why I moved my snacking to meals. And again, she's been with me for a long, long time, and she says she's never seen this side of me. But so you guys get to see it too at the same time. But if you eat enough sugar-free, all right. Text. Oh yeah. I mean, at this point, it's okay. I mean, if you, and my philosophy too is if you only eat sugar-free, it doesn't do anything. No, Mikey, if you guys could see Mikey's face, he was doing something else when he looked over at the camera. But yeah, I mean, it's like the dirty water. Sometimes you need flavor. You need something, or like pothead drinking rock stars in the middle of it. Alan, you drinking rock stars under quarantine? Well, I feel like that's kind of a sign. That's like black coffee. You're drinking rock stars, quarantined in your house. I'm impressed. Super impressed. Okay, so nice. Can you hear me chewing?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's not apparent. You have to listen to it. Alan says, G's finally seeing the real you, buddy.
Yeah, dude, I told her when she's like, oh, have some, just have some control or just, refrain, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not like you. I'm serious. I have I have a problem, I'm lucky I train for something else or I stay fit at least for a community or at least my own health, because having my health is extremely important. So, okay. Bye. Bye's a little upset here. Let's see what's he telling us? I'm going to eat some more.
First of all, it was a sugar-free Monster, sir. Secondly, better or worse than the White Claws during workouts?
How many White Claws do you think you can get through in a 20-minute AMRAP?
20?
No way. 1 every 2 minutes? I don't.
1 every 2 minutes. I mean, like, you can slam them down. They're like water. I would suggest not doing that. You might have a little bit of alcohol poisoning by the time you're done.
I mean, we can do the math. We can do the math. I don't know. But you think you can handle 10 of those in a 20-minute AMRAP every 2 minutes? That's like the Century Club. We're all home. That's what we should do. We should do the Century Club. That should be our next event. Is 100 pull-ups or 100 rows or 100 bent over rows, 1 ounce of beer or White Claw on the minute for 100 minutes. Normally we cut it off at 50 or 60 and have to hang out for like 3 hours.
I thought it was a power hour. It's like one a minute.
No, it's 1 a minute for 100 minutes. It's a Century Club. It's 100. It's 100 shots of beer and 100 pull-ups. Century.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in it.
The only time I've ever done it, actually twice.
The only time I've ever done it, actually twice.
My home gym. I didn't know if I wanted to admit that I slept one time at the gym because it was responsible of me not to drive because I was drunk, but it was 100 shots of beer and I was like, oh. And then the next time, somehow I got talked into doing it a third time. And then luckily we cut it off at like 50 or 60. I still think somebody puked and rallied inside of the 50 or 60. I'm not going to mention any names. Maybe, maybe not. They'll jump on here and admit it. We'll have to wait and see. But 1 ounce. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 ounce shots. That's a lot of 12 ounces every minute. You're insane.
No, Matt, I swear. 1 ounce. 1 ounce. That's like people right now talking about this weight that they have with the squats and they can't make their legs strong. Don't worry. We're going to go ahead and jump a week just to ensure that we all understand what's really needed to make our legs strong. But yeah, Matt, I'm telling you, 100 ounces of beer, and doing 100 pull-ups at the same time, that's legit.
I have a 96 ounce container of almond milk, and I'm just realizing that's a lot of fucking beer.
Well, how many ounces are in a pound?
16 or 8 ounces. Sorry, 8 ounces.
No, I think you're right. 16 ounces in a pound.
I gotta double check.
Yeah,
I always get this wrong.
You were right. No, you got me. You were right. Okay. So then we said 100
16,
ounces.
16.
Yeah, 100 ounces. Right. So do 100 divided by 16.
6.25 pounds.
So you go into this thing weighing 180 pounds doing pull-ups. You're on your 100th pull-up. You're wearing a 6-pound vest of beer. There's a whole other animal at play. It's like the beer mile. It's the same thing. It's like a very, very, like you would think, 4 beers, no problem.
Oh, terrible. That's a terrible idea. I did that once.
Luke, what's up? No, go back. What's Luke telling me?
We did. Alan was saying, didn't we do that on a guys' night at the gym? I remember pull up some beer, and then Luke was like, "We did, but I don't think we got through them all."
No, I think that was actually now that we're talking. This might be my fourth one. No, it's my fourth memory.
The only time I did it, actually, 4 times now.
Oh shit! Memories. Yeah, no. But we had started it with the idea that we'd only do 50 minutes or 60 minutes. We said that we wouldn't do 100. Normally we do 100, and I think we said that hey, we would just do it for 30 minutes or something like that. We did a portion of it and just dicked around with it. We didn't go ham. That's like the board game. Have you guys ever played Pass Out? There's a board game called Pass Out. If I was if I was quarantined and didn't have kids, Pass Out would be my life right now. I bet. I bet. That should be Maxie's world right now. So it's a board game with drinking, smoking. It's a bunch of shenanigans. Yeah, bunch of shenanigans. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It'd take you out right away. Right away. You don't make it around very many times. I don't appreciate you pulling out. There's a guy with double XI on the box. Okay. The world's best-selling adult game. So if you've never played Pass Out, but so we got worms, macros, 500, 450, not too bad. Get through the bag of these pretty quick, and then let's see, Mikey, you got the leaderboard up. Since you hit me with the shenanigans of, let's see here. Bum, bum, bum. Check this out. What
You want barbell or dumbbell first?
What you know about this, Mikey?
I was asking you, but I figured I didn't realize I was muted.
Yeah. All right, so this was Hey, you give me the dumbbell one, but don't put it up yet. This
Gotcha.
one right here. Yeah, we got like 36 people. Can you get rid of my rack, or once I put myself in here, am I kind of in charge of this thing?
Yeah, you're in charge of that one. I can do that.
Okay. But you're in charge of that, huh? That's interesting. I like that. Bummer. So here I actually just pulled up our gym's log, right? So we had like 33 people log. That's pretty good. Laura, yeah. What do we got here? 45 pounds. Alma, I feel like too, if the double unders went well, single unders, towel rows, those towel rows taking people's forearms out right now. Donna, 60. I feel like this workout was anticipated in my mind. I thought it was going to be like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And then like for me, I thought with the pull-ups and then if I kept it, butterflying it, I think it would even have been better for me versus the jump or the ring row. But I thought it was interesting to see that it took us a lot less time, like almost half the time that when I first saw it. So what that tells me is that we need to do more 10-round workouts. So that means that the majority of us, the 10-rounder, either scared us or made us realize, Lily, that girl, made us realize, oh no, it's going to be long, because I even settled in the beginning with the idea that I was going to do. And I mean, I was tripping all over my rope. I tried to eat a bunch of food and drink a bunch of water before the sun came up. So I was struggling getting into the workout, and I was tripping up with that jump rope. Nemo, that a girl? What did she use here? I want to show me. Uh-oh. good Wesley. Oh, there we go. Okay. And okay. 5 pounds. Battling my girl. Keeping my heels alive right now. My heels in my hands. Looking good. My hands are looking really good. I'll show you guys those. They're pretty nice right now. Normally they're like, woo. My feet are a little messed up, but they're normally pretty beat up. But my skin coach trying to keep me honest. Christian, fast time here. Look at Nathan, flat-footed Nathan coming heavy. 12 minutes. That's nice. See, and again, I thought that 15 minutes. So that it'd be interesting to see, like, if this was an open workout, to see how people would manipulate that to get under 10 minutes, or at least close under that 10:30. And I would have not, again, I would have thought that 10-minute time until I saw it the first time for some reason. So, and I'm normally pretty good at that kind of stuff, seeing it. And then we got Nathan Wallace, my boy. I love it when the online kids or the kids in other states or other countries post on our leaderboard, like Donna or Steven. They're probably the two most consistent at doing it. I should get on the other kids too, because everybody's got access. Steele, good job, Jeff. I gotta remember to hit their little bottom. 115 was tough. Yeah, I used 95. Today. Mitch, whoo, flexing up on me with that 115. English. CERN. Wesley. Did he say he tried to do strict stair pull-ups? Yeah, man. You probably got like the little like cobblestones, the little like stones on your stairs. And take off your fingers. Take off your fingers.
Oh, his forearm grip's gonna suck because I did that with the wood beam that I had in the backyard, holding it like that. Oh,
Jillian talked you into that after she mentioned it to you.
I was like, oh no.
That's how we used to do it in my old garage. That's why she was like, hey, we don't use the wood beam. And I was like, because that used to be one of our stations for pull-ups. Costa Mesa, Hanson's garage used to have a lip for the wall ball, infamous lip, where if you missed the target wrong and it came down, it would hit that lip and then the ball would hit you in the face. But if you hit the target right, no problem, no punishment. Luke, been over row, I like it. I feel like that bent over row is harder on that lower back, especially if you're tired. Jonathan, that boy, jumping on here, representing the Pahe clan. I like that. Mikey, good work, Mikey. That was on your pull-ups, on your square pull-ups.
No, I did 10 cal row.
Okay. Oh, you had it there. I read that too. For some reason, I got so excited about your pull-ups. I read it, and then asked you, and then once you started answering it, I was like, no, you just read it, idiot. Okay. Ramirez. Ring. Okay. I did that. I went half and half. Taylor. Yeah, this was definitely a grip workout, especially with the pull-ups at the end and the double unders. Motorcycle riders always complain about the grip. And a lot of that is coming through the vibration and the absorption of the shock, of the bounce. So all of that, and then hanging on while they're pulling is part of it. But for the most part, a lot of that vibration, even on the street bikes, cause a lot of forearm problems, or at least in the beginning to get stronger at it is pretty crucial. Obviously, to hold the bike up, hold yourself on it, things like that. But you would never think that the vibration would be something that really attacks the grip. And so that's something that I always think about with the double under, that it's going to be a pretty grip intensive exercise. Rich, my boy. All right. You got double unders, buddy. Hold on, actually, I'm gonna text you. You should be doing at least single doubles. Single double. I'm just gonna just text you straight up. Single double. So again, remember, you guys should all have my cell phone. If you don't, you guys can take it. Let me know. Let's go here. Dean. That a boy. Dean's been getting some long workouts, poor little guy. Struggle this morning. Time capped myself. That for the jump rope attack to you, huh? Time capped myself at the 40-minute mark. After the other day too, that he went forever, poor guy. What was that other workout? The 30-minute time cap? But that one was pretty rough. So good job, Dean. Maxie. Bent over row. This Mario. After doing weighted pull-ups on Fran, rethinking his life on the pull-ups, huh? His arms don't straighten right now.
Probably got T-Rex arm.
Oh yeah. Pretty good that his bar though held that extra weight though. Good for him. Galal. Yeah, boy. 95 pounds. Damn it. You do the towel row. Heiko. Sheet rows. 95. Good work, boys. So that was our gym. And then I was looking at something else where I thought was kind of interesting. And I was like, oh, well, what does it look like let's see if I do this right. You gotta bear with me here. If I do a worldwide leaderboard, right? So
You go, it's up the top.
yeah, I clicked on it. I already saved it, but I wanted to log out and then log back in on StreamYard. So that way I had them both open. So I thought it was pretty interesting here because this is the top. So the boys go a lot, but let's see the top 50. Let's go male. Look, Mike, my boy Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. Holding the top 50.
Yeah. It's all right. I saw some other customasians below you, bro. So it's okay. Don't stress. We're representing this worldwide Beyond the Whiteboard leaderboard. So I think it's awesome to see, like, there's not a lot of data like this always. And sometimes if I really want to get more data, it's just so you guys know, get a little like back end look at what I do. I'll look at this, and then if I don't get enough like mixing from other gyms, I'll just go look at the .com workout on the day and then see how many people have posted. It's died a lot in the sense of the post, but you can hunt around for a lot of people's times and stuff. So there's a lot of different platforms that people will post this type of stuff on. So if I want to see kind of an average time consistently, I'll look around for it. There we go. 36th place. Tied English. See, I just thought that was cool to see. And I always like it too, specifically in a workout like this, where 23rd, there's 100 males, I think, here. So out of 100 males, we still got a pretty big like pool of even females, right? So it's not that big, but it's 23 names. So we still get a pretty good understanding of the workout and kind of the averages and the 99th percentile and things like that. So I was pretty stoked. And I would actually say that this workout is faster for females. So then that tells me that either the pull-ups or the scaling option for the pull-ups or however that was done, or the pull-ups are out of shape, or like something to do with the hands, or the double unders didn't go well. But for the most part, I would assume that this is more of a female based, because the girls are going to be a little bit lighter for the pull-ups, and they're going to be able to move that a little bit faster relatively, and they're a little bit shorter. And then at the same time with the cleans, that 75-pound clean versus that 115 is very different. Very different. I think it should be 85 pounds, to be honest. But I took that number again from .com. So, and that one I didn't mess with. Normally I always, poor girls, I always make you guys use the 85 pounds. So it's good to see that too. Good to see that too. I'm bothering Rich now. I just went single unders, exclamation points. Cool. Mikey, you want to pull up that double under or the dumbbell one for me? Since you got it. You want to go through that one for me?
Yeah. Looks like Matt Chandler did it. 1425 jumping jacks and sheet rows.
Nice. Well, right.
Alan with 1718, 25-pound dumbbell, rode 100 meters instead of pull-ups.
Nice. That sounds awful.
19 and 9 seconds for Brad. Lee got 31:45. And Crenshaw, 24:43, 25-pound dumbbells and sub to ring rows. On the girls' side, Christine Dickerson, 15-pound dumbbells, 14:36. Rachel with 19:21. Aaron Ludwig with 25:13. Sketchy in the apartment, hard to not hit something. Apparently she was obstacle double undering. Okay.
Yeah, because even like this morning, I was hitting the backboard a few times, and I was having such a bad double under day. When I hit that backboard and actually recovered for like 2 or 3 more jumps, I'm pretty sure I even told myself, "Great job, Max!" I was super pumped, super pumped. I mean, it would have been way cooler if I would have went further, but I mean, I was plenty happy with the 2 extra after that. So, but
our girl Mary here, yes, no cap on the double unders. Appropriate. That smile through your heart is breaking. Was on my playlist. Smile though your heart is breaking was on my playlist. Apparently, double unders are getting people.
Like Dean out there cutting his rope, just mad at his rope now, poor guy.
And then the site leaderboard for that, I don't think anybody's done the double under or a double dumbbell version, except for us.
That's the other thing too, is when I'm on the site leaderboard, if suddenly some of those people, like, they'll do something similar and it shows up on there, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Mikey. Let me look at this real quick. So, okay. So if you guys look at this percentage here, and we were talking yesterday about the first question was, how much weight should I use when strength training, right? And so I said, hey, we use this like MTR. We use your relative body weight, look at the absolute weight, look at the goal weight, look at the world record weight, and then based off of where you're at, start developing your percentages from there. And then I said, to get strong, really, you can build off volume more so than just one rep. But once you get to a certain skill, you have to consistently hit that one rep. And that's a lot based off of the percentage away from it. So for example, here, if you look at this chart, let's say that you have a 200-pound back squat and you look at 75%, you should be able to do 10 reps of that at 150 pounds. So it looks at like this chart specifically, when you look at this, it's looking at the relative strength up into the absolute strength. So 95% for 2 reps, that's 190 pounds. So when you're looking at this chart, it's how efficient you are, right? So you could always look at that in your strength. So if I'm lifting and I'm like, oh, I can always hit my 1 rep, or I can always hit 90 to 95%, I'm really efficient at that. But whenever I'm asked to do six reps at 85%, I can't hit that. Or the 10 reps at 75%, I can't hit that. So like what we were talking about with the college kids yesterday, when they come out of college, they're better at hitting the 10, the 8, and the 6s, and even the 4s, because most strength coaches will use those numbers. 1, it builds more hypertrophy and volume. And then 2, it's less likely that they get injured going for a 1 rep max. So that's really why for us, we're normally not necessarily going for a 1 rep max. Also, too, when you do it too often, it starts to diminish returns. It's not going to give you the same thing. And developmentally, you don't necessarily always have to go for a 1 rep max to know that you got a new 1 rep max. So when you're looking at this chart, when we do the and 1 program and we do like 10 plus at 75%, and you guys do 11 or 12 or 13, I can extrapolate, okay, well, that's technically now 60 to 62 of a theoretical. And the chart we have at the gym, it has actually up until I think 15 reps or 12 reps. So it goes a little further. And so you can always guesstimate what your 1 rep max is. So again, let's say you say, hey, go for a 5 rep max today, or go for 5 plus, and you end up doing 7 at 170 pounds or 165 pounds. Well, now you know that that's 82%, and you're like, oh, well, shit, my 1 rep max is not 200 pounds. Well, now you know what your new theoretical 1 rep max is, right? And let's say you normally go off of 185 or 195. So you just jumped it up. So you can always look at this chart to kind of determine what weight you should be lifting based off of also, too, what your goal is, right? So if my goal is to back squat, let's see here, if I scroll down, 300 pounds, right? So my goal is to front squat 300 pounds. And we said that this is 75% for 10 reps and then 285 for 2 reps. And my goal is to squat 300 pounds, and I can't do even 225 for 2 reps. That gives me an understanding of kind of where I'm at to reach my goal. So then I'm going to go up to 225 for 2, right? What did I say about that? So let's use it for 3, since it's right here. This is the easiest. So that would tell me my 1 rep max is 245. So you can do all this like backwards math to find your 1 rep max if you don't really have one, based off of what you've done for reps. And then you can base that off of what you should be using, right? So we said, okay, my 1 rep max is, my theoretical is 245. So now I've never lifted 245, but all my percentages are going to be off of it. Okay. Now you want to keep that number within probably 5% of, if you have a true 1 rep max, you want to keep that within 5 to 10% of that. You don't want to get too far away from that. And the reason why is because if you start getting into like 500 and you're using 10%, that's about 50 pounds away. So that's a lot of weight as it gets heavier. So you just want to be pretty honest with yourself and understanding what is achievable. And then once you achieve it, then you can go ahead and move on. But that's really the strength game, is being able to understand these numbers, understanding your relative strength to yourself, and then how you can develop it is through these top numbers of 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. And then you can start looking at different types of programs, right? So you could start looking at programs like looking at, like, I have here a light, medium, heavy program. So the way that a light, medium, heavy program works, I don't even know if you guys will. You might be able to see it. So a light, medium, heavy program, right? So that means, like, let's say Monday you go heavy, and then this is something that we went through recently. Monday you go heavy, Wednesday you go medium, and then Saturday you go light. And it's just like, you can't see shit for that. Don't. So you go heavy, medium, light, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? And it's called a light, medium, heavy program of intensity. And then you can actually shift it around. So you could use just the back squats to develop your back squat, and you're squatting 3 times a week. That's roughly a good developmental way to get stronger, is squatting 3 times a week. I like personally squatting all the lifts. So I like doing an overhead squat, which is lighter than my front squat, which is lighter than my back squat. And so naturally, it always just gives me a heavy, medium, light variation because of the lifts. Even though I'm going absolute with each lift maybe, or I'm going for the same rep and the same percentage, it's just naturally still going to be lighter than the previous intensity. So it's kind of interesting how that works and the way that strains your body, but it's true. The other thing that I look at and I like is the GVT program. So I really like the idea of every minute on the minute, or supersetting, push and a pull, and then doing that at like 70% and trying to acquire 100 reps at a very high conditioning ability. Like, so you're not only developing hypertrophy, and you're learning how to buffer lactic acid, and you're developing all this really like output ability, and then it's a form of endurance. So hypertrophy, even though like bodybuilders don't have great stamina when we see them on stage, they technically have pretty good stamina with the amount of cardio they do and then the hypertrophy. Because imagine that they do an hour of quads, and then they go back and they do an hour of hamstrings. So, or they push and they pull for about 2 hours, and then they do an hour of cardio in the morning and an hour of cardio at night. And everything is at that roughly hypertrophy percentage, which is 60 to about 80, 90%, 85%. Most people will cut it off at 80, 78%, but I've seen some really big hypertrophy programs and really good development in 4s and 6s, somewhere around 80%. And we said 4 on this chart is 90%, and then 8 on this chart is 80%. And on other charts, I've seen the 90% to be 3 reps. So this chart goes 4, 3, 2, which I kind of like. But that's kind of how I look at the GVT. So I'm using GVT to develop my mass and my ability to develop strength in the volume. People really like the 20 reps program, going for a 20 rep max. I don't mind it, but again, if you look at the percentage, that means that I'm working at somewhere around 60 to 70%. And normally the 20 rep is only one time. I liked it when we did that program where we worked up to a heavy. So we did like a single or a double or a triple, and then we did a drop set, and we would do like 10, 15, or 20 reps of what we just hit for that day at that percentage. So that does a little bit of both. So that's kind of like what you could think of a dynamic effort, or at the same time a drop set to add in more hypertrophy. So not only do I get strength by going up to a 2, a 3, or a 4, and then I get that kind of volume. So those are all things you can look at to build that like leg strength and inside the squats specifically. Because what was that second question? They kind of bleed together for me. That's why I put those questions together. How can I get my squat stronger? So those are the programs I like using. And then the Windler, the 5-3-1. I call it an and one program because that's how I knew it from the bodybuilders. Like, give me 5 or give me 6. And then it'd be like, give me 1 and 1. And that would tell me a new percentage or a new ability to have a 1 rep max, or it would tell me what I could lift now at more reps. So I was getting stronger and bigger. But I also like using that. He does it as 5-3-1, and he does like a bench and a press, he does a back squat and a deadlift in the week. So he does a 4 days a week program. I like throwing the bent over row whenever I bench, or a one arm bent over row whenever I press. So I always like to push and I pull on the same day. I just like to develop that way. So I would add that in to develop my back strength. And he also has, like, he wrote his first book and didn't put any of his accessory work in there. And a lot of people poo-pooed him because of it. And then he wrote a new edition. And in the second edition, he put more exercises and auxiliary exercises in there. And sometimes you just can't give away everything, or you just don't think about it all, I would assume, the first time you read a book. So I like his program a lot because he's more in the thought process of leaving with a positive mindset. So, hey, I'm going to squat. I get and one. I look at this chart, and now I know what my new 1 rep max is, and so I'm getting better. And I'm always feeling good with it when I'm working at these lower percentage, higher reps, because it's less likely I'm going to fail. It's more likely I'm going to be successful at them. And especially if I'm a novice strength athlete, I'm going to need stuff like that. So I like even starting a Windler program or an AN1 program from a 10 or a 12. So go 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and then I reset and I go 5, 3, 1. So something like an 8 to 12 week program. And most of the time, all these cycles of squatting, you physically have to be squatting year in, year out, like what we do for years to develop your squat. So it just takes a long time, and it requires a lot of wanting to back squat when we back squat, front squat when we front squat, and then at the same time, all the BS air squats and lunges to develop the legs as well. So cool. I hope that kind of answered the question of squatting. Tomorrow, let's see here. Oh yeah, Mikey got a whiteboard for me up there. We got the Tabata shenanigans. So with this Tabata, we want to make sure that we're going through this in all 8 of them, all 8 rounds, and then we move on to the next 8 rounds, and then we move on to the next 8 rounds. So for body weight, we got burpees, sit-ups, sun salutation, and walkout. Oof, that's rough. And then burpees, and then the dumbbell track. And that was the one thing I liked about this week was barbell, dumbbell, body weight, barbell, dumbbell, body weight with our six-day program. Tabata burpee, Tabata weighted sit-up. And the weighted is whatever you want, really. So you can use a plate, you can use a ball, you can use whatever you need. And then Tabata interval, the kettlebell, the dumbbell swing, however you guys feel comfortable, but try to swing it overhead if you guys have room in your house. That's what I wanted to remember to tell you guys. And it was very sneaky because this is another .com workout. Very sneaky of .com. I liked it because they put the burpees on both ends. So you got to get them on the way in and get them on the way out. You normally in a chipper like this, you're like, yes, I'm out of here. And like, oh, son of a gun. Well played, CrossFit. Got me again. My legs and arms are getting sore just thinking about GVT. Yeah, man. We're going to do a little home version of it. A little home version of some pump and iron. Cool. So tomorrow's going to be a fun one. If that one's going with you or without you, I kind of like the AMRAP type of stuff because it goes one way or another. And then that's about it. I would try to, on the Tabata stuff, if I was going to look at a goal, I would try to like settle in and then either try to pick it up. So either I'm going to do 8 burpees and then I'm just going to try to hold 8 burpees the whole time. I'm going to do 8 burpees for a couple rounds and then realize, I can do 9 or 10, and then I'm going to add those in, and then I'm going to hold that. So I'm not going to go and then just hold on and die off. Tomorrow I'm going to go, and I'm going to try to hold on or add more. But I'm going to know roughly my first set out what I'm going to roughly do. All right? Or I'm just going to kind of sandbag it, and then I'm just going to kind of speed it up as I go. All right? That's kind of what we're working on tomorrow. Whew. So again, keep on the training, keep on the fitnessing. Is the dumbbell swing single or double? Double, tomahawk style. Wop, wop. Wop, wop. Double, double. Keep on the fitnessing, guys. I mean, I've been loving all you guys' feedback. I've been loving all the emails and all the talks and stuff. My cell phone, 714-624-0259. You guys can text me, let me know, call me, let me know, hit me up. I'm getting a lot of you guys already doing that. So if you guys aren't doing it, email me, get on me. I miss you guys. I want to get an interaction a little bit more with some of you guys that I keep missing. So keep it up. Stay on the fitness. You guys are keeping me on it. And I know that we're all keeping each other on it. And then stay healthy because we're going to be coming back soon. And we want to be fit. And we want to be ready to handle all the shenanigans that's going to come at us. And I'm talking about me, not what's happening out there. All right, guys. Have a great night. Mikey, thank you, man. I love you. You rock and roll. Oh, I'll see you guys Friday, huh? No, Thursday. Tomorrow night off. Ooh, lucky Mikey. Mikey suddenly got working. Poor guy. I was like, I don't want this. I'm on a staycation, and I have to do this damn thing with this guy all the time. We got 6 a.m. live. I think I'm going to take it from G. So I'm going to do this Tabata shenanigans. Let her figure it out in the morning. PE. If I missed it today, I'm sorry, guys. I actually played last week's yoga. Had the dishwasher guy here. We had the drop off the car. It was just pandemonium. And then we have, I don't know when the Zoom class in the morning is happening. Jillian, are you out there? Damn it. I don't know if we changed it or not. Do you know, Mikey? Maybe it's on my emails. I'm just curious now. Thank you, Luke. Thanks, guys. Let's see here. One last thing. And then we got 7 p.m. night. And then we got no munchies, but hot on Friday. And yep, here we go. Workout. 7 p.m. and Zoom noon. We're keeping the same schedule. Sweet. But next week I'm gonna blow that up. We're going in the morning for sure. 7 a.m. Zoom. Oh yeah. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Whew. Mikey, man, I'm sore.